You're gonna be on the street with no money. You're never gonna see your kids again. Bogus threats that narcissists make in divorce just to scare you. That's today's topic. You're not gonna wanna miss this one. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Rebecca Zung, a globally recognized narcissist, negotiations expert, and a U.S. News recognized best lawyer in America, and the author of Slay the Bully, How to Negotiate with a Narcissist and Win. And I'm so glad that you are here, especially with today's topic. So if you're new, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell. And for those returning, welcome back. So, bogus threats that narcissists love to make during divorce to scare you into submission. If you're dealing with a narcissist, you already know they thrive on control, manipulation, intimidation. They're going to throw out any kind of threat they can to make you feel anxious, unsettled, to scare you. They're empty words. They're just designed to keep that control going. And so in this video, I'm going to examine the most common bogus threats they make. I've heard them lots and lots of times over the course of my last 20 plus years doing this. And more importantly, you can keep your cool and protect yourself. So threat number one is, I'll take the kids. I'm going to get full custody of the kids. This is a massive, huge one. It really scares people because it gets right to the heart of what means the most to you. And they use this all the time. But here's the reality. Courts make decisions based on what's in the best interest of children. There's a statute involved. They look at lots and lots of factors. It's not just one. And they weigh all of the evidence in terms of the factors in those statutes. So if you are a responsible, involved parent, there's no evidence of abuse, neglect, abandonment, it's highly unlikely that a judge would grant full custody to the narcissist without really good cause. This threat is just a scare tactic to make you feel powerless. If you document your parenting efforts, keep records of your involvement with your children, you've got good witnesses who've all seen you at the baseball games and at the school or whatever it is, stay calm. The truth will speak for itself in court. The next thing is, I'll make sure you get nothing. All right, this is so classic. I can't even tell you how many times I've heard this. Narcissists love to wield financial threats because they know the thought of losing financial security is terrifying. Here's the truth. Divorce settlements are based on the law, not on what the narcissist throws out there, okay? And in most places, the law is either an equitable distribution. Remember, equitable doesn't always mean equal, but you start from the premise that it's going to be equal, or community property. There's always some sort of law involved with it, or maybe you signed a prenup or whatever, but even then you have to take a look at what the terms are. Courts strive to divide assets that are marital or community assets in a fair manner. They take into account what the laws are, when the assets were attained, how they were obtained, what funds were used to obtain them, if it was earnings or inheritance. I mean, they look at all the different factors. So if you've been financially dependent on the narcissist, the court is going to also consider all of these factors. So if you've got a house, for example, and the house is in joint names, even if you leave the house, that's not going to change how the house is going to be viewed as property under the eyes of the law. So don't get mired into their threats. Don't allow them to scare you by having these thoughts that you're going to be penniless in some corner. Get informed about your rights based on the actual laws wherever you actually live, but don't make decisions out of fear. The next one is, I'm going to ruin your reputation. They love to play dirty, and one of their favorite threats is to smear you. And they may even actually smear you, spread lies to people in your world, your community, your circle. I mean, here's the thing. People who are going to support you are going to support you, and the people who aren't. And if they're not going to support you, you don't want them on your team anyway. If they're going to believe the lies, what they're trying to do, what narcissists are trying to do, is make you feel isolated, alone, and get other people to see them as the victim. People that you know, people who love you, people who support you, they're not going to believe the narcissist lies. So if a narcissist does try to ruin your reputation, tarnish you in some way, you have legal options if it actually does cause damage to you. You know, if there is defamation involved or something like that, you could potentially document those slanderous statements, defamatory actions, and use it against them in some way. So make sure that you document it all, and especially what damage it's actually causing to you financially. And just remember that your integrity and who you are is always going to speak louder than their smear tactics, especially in the long run.
Narcissists have a confession to make, and that is that they are way more afraid of you than you are of them, especially in court cases, mediation cases, or any kind of cases where you have to negotiate with them. But you know what? I have a confession to make too. I'm sick and tired of these people bullying you and making you feel exhausted and paying way too much in attorney's fees and dragging you through the mud. My name is Rebecca Zung, and I'm an attorney. I've been recognized by U.S. News as one of the best lawyers in America. And in fact, I was so sick and tired of these people bullying you that I started studying narcissism so that I could beat them in the courtroom. And now I'm here to make the case so that you can win too. I developed a 4-part proven blueprint that has helped tens of thousands of people take back their freedom, win, and get back their power. And now I'm sharing it with you in a special live event, Outsmart the Narcissist, the 4-part proven plan to take back your power. 4 simple steps, 1 free live event, 1 free hour of your life. That's what stands between you being in hell and you being free. Join me, click the link for Outsmart the Narcissist, the 4-step proven plan to take back your power. Just click the link and let's go.
The next one is, I'm going to drag this out until you can't afford it. I'm going to drain you financially. They love to use this because they hope that you're just eventually going to give up. Even if you give up, they're never going to let you go. They're going to continue to come after you, cause ongoing stress and expenses. This is why it's really important to have good leverage in the first place, because you want to make sure that the way that you go about this is going to cause them to go, you know what, I don't want to mess with that person anymore. So you got to stay patient. You got to stay organized. You got to make sure that you've got your leverage ready to go. And I have AI in my program which helps you create that leverage from your documentation. Just remember that courts don't look favorably on parties who intentionally drag out proceedings, and repeated delays could end up working against them. Don't let their threats leave you in a place where you're losing sight of your goal, your strategy, your vision. Stay the course on that. Keep your focus on that. And just remember, all of these threats, they're just empty. They're just bogus. Even if it comes to support claims, all of that, it's all governed by the law. It's not governed by them. It's not the law according to narcissists. The next threat is, I'm going to turn everybody against you. Again, it's sort of like the smear campaigns. They want you to feel isolated, unsupported. And the reality is, most people actually do see the narcissist for who they are, especially the people who know you well. Don't waste energy trying to defend yourself to anyone. I always say never jade. I always wear jade because I'm half Chinese, but I never jade, never justify, argue, defend, or explain. Because as soon as you do that, you're getting sucked in, dragged in, and pulled into the mud with all of this. So if you guys are dealing with this, make sure you grab my free Doc the Narc. It's a blueprint to help you document everything you need to with the narcissist. You can get that at docthenarc.com. It's a totally free tool that will help you organize your evidence, keeps you one step ahead of their manipulation tactics. Protect yourself. Stay grounded through their threats. So here's a few ways you can do that. Number 1 is stay informed. Knowledge is power. Understand your rights, right? You can do this. You can do hard things. I want you to put in the comments right now, I can do hard things. You have done lots of hard things in your life. You're still here. You're still standing. You're still getting information right now. Don't let the narcissist threat scare you into making decisions out of fear. Next is document everything. Keep detailed records of interactions, every threat, every email, every text message. Documentation is going to be not only your best defense, but your best offense too. And then focus on the facts. What's actually so? What's actually happening? Don't what if yourself to death. Don't sit out there and go, well, this could happen or that could happen. I mean, you could come up with a million different possibilities. If you're going to what if yourself to what if this actually works the way I want it to? What if I actually get the outcome that I want? Just stick to the facts. Avoid responding to their threats with emotion, and work with a strong team who's going to support you. We have a ton of resources. You can get a good lawyer, you can have a good therapist, you can have a good coach. All of these people will help you stay on task and stay away from being baited and triggered into their empty threats. Lean on your support network. Dealing with a narcissist is exhausting. So join my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. Having that emotional support can keep you grounded and resilient. Remember that most of their empty threats are totally bogus, totally empty, designed to scare you, and you are the stronger one. They're actually more afraid of you than you are of them. Trust yourself. Stay focused. Remember that truth is on your side. So if you like this video, make sure you like it. Make sure you share it. If you haven't subscribed, do that now. Subscribe to this channel. Hit that bell. Creating great retail experiences is tough and challenging, especially when managing multiple stores, teams, and workflows. But with Shopify Point of Sale, you can handle everything effortlessly. Shopify's POS system acts as a unified command center for your retail business, integrating in-store and online operations across 1,000 countries. I even use it for shop.rebeccazung.com. It guarantees convenience for your customers, offering endless aisle, ship to customer, and buy online, pickup in store options, empowering staff to close every sale seamlessly. Customer retention, especially in today's market, is key. With Shopify POS, you offer personalized shopping experiences, leverage first-party data, and make sure that you end up with the competitive marketing edge. It's effective too. Businesses using Shopify POS see a 22% better total cost of ownership and an average of 8.9% sales uplift based on an EY report. Want more? Check out shopify.com/negotiate, all lowercase, and learn how to create the best retail experiences for your customer without complexity. Shopify.com/negotiate. If you're ready for even more insights on handling a narcissistic divorce, please be sure to check out my next video, Dirty Divorce Tricks Narcissists Play and How to Avoid Them. It's packed with advice to help you stay one step ahead of their tactics and protect yourself from their dirty tricks. So I'll see you in that next video. Remember that today's a great day to start negotiating your best life.